my hand. Let's get it. Let's fucking go. Let's go. We're live, baby. What is popping? All right, today's gonna be a fucking banger. I'm sick of this shit. Let's go. I'm cursing up a storm. Let's get it. Let's get it. If you haven't seen the giveaway details, check out my Instagram and Facebook. We're running the fucking giveaway, baby. Let's get it. All right, so I'm not gonna waste any time because I just had to deal with a bunch of shit, and we're gonna get this rolling. All right, so let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. What is going on, squad? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's freaking get it. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how you should not be using summer as a cop-out. You should not be using it as an excuse to slack on your goals because the reality of the situation is it's a choice. You can enjoy yourself. You can make gains during the summer. It is simply a mindset. This is something that I see frequently, something that I see hold a lot of people back, and it's just not all right. And honestly, I'll be fully transparent, okay? I used to do the same shit. I used to do the same things over and over again. And I was not understanding why I wasn't making progress, okay? But this is the thing. When you shift your perspective on it and just say, hey, 40 minutes is all it takes for a good workout. 40 minutes. You do that 3-4 days a week, you're in a great spot. And then maybe as a plus to that, you go for some walks with your friends, family. Walk your dog, get outside, right? It's nice out. So it's all about how you look at it. If you look at the summer as an opportunity for you to just take the foot off the gas, because that's that all or nothing mentality. And I used to struggle with that too. I was like, well, fuck it. It's summer. Right? I'm going to just go on the boat, drink a bunch of beers, have the cheeseburger. It's cool. Why am I going to bother? But that way of thinking is the mindset that keeps a lot of people stuck because in reality, when you zoom out, it doesn't take a lot of effort to keep the needle moving forward. So think about it. Let's step back here for a second. 40 minutes is all you need in the gym. You don't need 2-3 hours. Absolutely not. 40 minutes is all you need. And if you do that 3-4 days a week, that's all you need. All you have to do is make sure that you're continuously moving your body. And that's something that I focus a lot with my clients too, is just steps, daily movement. Because the more energy that you could spend throughout the day, over time, that's going to help increase your resting metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories that you burn at rest. So if we could increase the amount of calories that you're burning at rest, then over time, if you're choosing quality nutrients and you're moving, you're getting good sleep, you're going to continue moving forward. There's 24 hours in a day. It takes 40 minutes for a good workout. But we spend hours watching Netflix and watching TV, and we don't bat an eye. We spend hours at the bar, at the beach, at the club, doing all these things that aren't serving us. But this is the thing. It's just a mentality. So all you got to do is wake up 30 minutes earlier, go for a walk, maybe choose some better options here and there. And that's going to continue to compound over time because always it is a choice. It is a perspective, a mindset that is in your control. And you can make the argument, well, I don't know. I go to restaurants out a lot. I feel like it's really difficult. If you understand the types of foods that you need to be consuming to get closer towards your goals, then you could go to restaurants and you could have certain things so long as you're strategic with it. And that's something that I struggled with for so many years is understanding how to actually make it work. Eating healthy, eating clean does not have to be a chore. I'm going to say that again. Eating healthy, eating clean does not have to be a chore. It doesn't have to feel like an uphill battle all the time. It can be enjoyable. It can be rewarding. There's so many different ways to make it happen. And I've seen over time for the last few years, I've figured out a lot of different ways to make shit pop. Like just before, I actually did a cooking demo for my clients where I made some chocolate blueberry banana protein pancakes. Like, doesn't that sound really freaking good? Sounds really good. The calories, the breakdown, the macros of it were phenomenal. It's quality nutrients. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, you can enjoy everything in moderation. I'm not saying that you can't. You can go to restaurants. You can have burgers on occasion. You can drink beers and enjoy yourself. But it's understanding where to draw the line. because that all or nothing mindset, that all or nothing perspective mentality is exactly what's going to keep you stuck, because the summer 3-4 months where you could have been slowly implementing here and there to continuously move the needle forward, but you take your foot off the gas. Then the summer comes around, it ends, and you're like, fuck, I'm so far behind. I'm 20 pounds overweight. What happened? Right? I've been there. I used to be that fucking guy. And that's what I'm trying to get across with today's episode, is understanding that it is just a shift in your mindset and your perspective and a choice that is always in your control. And when we understand that and we step into that role, it allows us to live in alignment with our vision, with our goals, and continuously moving forward helps you create the peace, the happiness that you need to be your best self. Does that make sense? Let's go. I don't know. All right. So this guy got hacked and he is in the stream. We're going to get him out of here because he's killing my vibe. Let's go. Appreciate the comments, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to scroll back really quick. Gavin, trying to bulk so it's a little different. Yeah, 100%, bro. But at the same time, it all comes down to what you're trying to accomplish, brother. So if you have any questions, man, just shoot me a DM. And I would love to see what's good. How many rats do I have? Man, the comments are just ridiculous. All right. So I want to keep this rolling. I want to keep this episode flowing because I feel like I'm on a roll. So like I said, a couple of years ago, that was something that I really struggled with, was my mentality towards it. I would train all winter. I'm like, I'm going to get right for the summer. But then the summer hit and I just had this perspective like, hey, it's warm out. I live in New York. I want to enjoy the beach. And I just said, fuck it. And I took my foot completely off the gas and basically erased all the progress that I made the few months prior. Whereas if I just made a little bit of effort each day, that would compound over time. So that's the thing. Don't use summer as a cop-out. Obviously, you want to go out. You want to enjoy yourself. And you can do that. But the more that we break it down, 40-minute workouts 3-4 times a week is a great place to be in. And just going for walks here and there with your friends, family, with your dog could make sure that you're doing the right things. Getting quality sleep, having the burger and the beers here and there, but not slamming it so much every day. And I think that decision, that shift focus could have a tremendous impact in your life over time. Like learning to make it happen on the fly is the move. That's how you make this a lifestyle, because fitness, training, eating clean, whatever it is the case may be, is understanding that life is always going to throw curveballs at you. There's always going to be shit that comes about, right? But how you navigate through that is something that you always have control over. And again, that's something that I really like to focus on, is understanding that you're in the driver's seat. It is a fucking choice. But at the same time, I think taking the pressure off yourself is super, super important as well. We don't have to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfection at all. This is another point too. Don't get so fixated on thinking things need to be a certain way. Like once you let go of that and detach from this idea that you have in your mind of the way it should be, as opposed to just continuously putting yourself out there and making it happen, and messy freaking action. You guys have heard me say that, but that's really what it is. I used to have tunnel vision, and this 100% perfection, is just not realistic. That's the way I used to think all the time. I was a perfectionist, and I used that to justify why I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do. Do you resonate that? Can you feel that at all? Is that something that you might have struggled with? If so, nod your head. Let me know. Drop a comment, because I've seen this hold so many people back, and it's just not okay. And I'm saying this with conviction because I used to feel the same way. So here's the thing. Here's the action step, is to understand that it is a perspective. So let go of that. It's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be 100%. And the sooner that you could grasp that and actually detach from the way that you think it's supposed to be, the sooner you can get closer towards your goals and you can enjoy yourself. You only need to move 4 or 5 days a week. If you're getting 4 or 5 workouts in a week, you're in a really good spot. You don't need 6, 7. You need to give your body time to recuperate. You don't have to train 5 days in a row. You could take 2 days, take a day, right? You could train 1 day, take a day off. It doesn't have to be so linear. I think we get so fixated on believing that it has to look a certain way. And then when it doesn't line up, we get frustrated. We want to quit. We want to throw in the towel. Can you resonate with that? I feel this to my fucking bones. Do you feel my energy? Let it go. There is no such thing as 100%. It will never be perfect no matter how hard you try. No matter how hard you try, it will never be 100%. So let that go. It's liberating. It's a great place to be. And when you continuously improve on that and you stack those decisions over time, that is where real progress is made. Real progress is made through consistent, messy action compounding over time. We could do it if you simply make the choice. If you simply make the decision and detach from how you think it should look, that's where the shit happens. We all have this fixation in our minds on how we think things are supposed to be, how we think things are going to look. But oftentimes that doesn't line up with reality. So let it go. Because when you let it go, you take the pressure off yourself and you're okay with making mistakes and taking messy action. Over time, those compounding efforts are going to lead to massive progress. So don't use summer as a cop-out, okay? We can enjoy ourselves. You can go to the beach. You can go to the pool. You can have the burgers and the beers and go to restaurants and do all these things and still make progress. Don't let that tunnel vision focus be the reason why you take your foot off the gas and gain 20 pounds this summer, okay? It's simple efforts. That's all it is these simple tweaks over time, continuously stacking, because either way, it's going to work for you or against you, and that is your fucking choice. So your homework is to let go of that. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's never going to be 100%. Go and implement. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the summer. Keep working towards your goals. I believe in you. That is all. Peace, love, and protein. That's it, bro. That's freaking it, bro. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. I appreciate you guys. Have the best day of your entire lives. I have to go. Peace out, and that is it. See you guys in the next one. Let's get it.